What's going on, guys? We are back. We are talking about 2017, but I made one of these videos last year, right at the end of 2015, maybe at the beginning of 2016. I'm not sure the exact date. It's a video up there, Rocket League 2016. Look it up. I just want to go over like how much Psyonix has done this year, which is incredible, and then we'll go into suggestions for 2017. So we're going to start with like my little cheesy PowerPoint that I did for 2016. And we're just going to go through what like I wanted, what you guys wanted, and see how many things Psyonix got right, and see what some stuff they need to work on. But let's just go through the 2016 PowerPoint. So of course, quality of life and bug changes. Cars clipping on walls. We haven't heard about that in a really long time. Cars rarely, if ever, clip on walls anymore. There's still an occasional time where it will, but it's extremely rare, and they've done a really good job with that. Well, honestly, I haven't seen myself clipping on any walls, but I think there is still a tiny bit here or there, but it's very, very, very rare. Then an option to turn off the rewards and announcements. They got that right. They turned them off. The only thing they haven't done yet is the 30 seconds remaining, the 3, 2, 1 go for custom training. That stuff needs to be moved to like the top right or turned off completely as well. That would be really nice. But the reward and announcements coming down, like the shot on goal you see on this, that got removed. If you wanted it to, that's in the options now. So that was a great job by Psyonix there. Wasteland. It had a ton of problems at the end of 2016, or 2015, I'm sorry. And they fixed basically all of it. The ground is fixed. The problem is, though, every time they came out with a new map, there seemed to be new errors here or there. So there was, Neo Tokyo had a ton of clipping issues, like the ball would just go under the ground. They did fix them relatively quickly. It took about a week. And then, of course, like Aquadome had a lot of performance issues and the double ball effect. So hopefully, as time goes on and these new maps come on, then they can get them right the first time. I feel like Arctagon is a pretty good step towards that. There's not a ton of performance issues, I don't think, on that map. Again, like I have a really good PC, so I'm not really sure on all PCs, but I'm pretty sure performance-wise, for the most part, it runs pretty well. Some people have problems with the gray curves and the gray ball. And, like, sure, that can change as time goes on. But that's something that could be easily missed. But, like, the double ball on Aquadome and stuff, that stuff can't be missed. But back then, in 2015, we only had Wasteland as a different map. And we'll get into that stuff in a little bit. See opponent's rank on Scoreboard. I actually wanted this for during the game. I understand why they have it off until after the game. Because they don't want people trying to trash talk others if their rank is lower in a certain game. There are now overlays that you can use to see your ranks and see your opponent's ranks. But it's not in the game, but it's fine because it shows it at the end of the scoreboard, which I'm fine with there because it's good to know when you win a game against people that are ranked higher than you, or if you lose a game when you're playing lower players, just to see where like everyone kind of falls at the end of a match. So all of this stuff has basically been fixed with a few tweaks here or there that could be really good for 2017, but Psyonix has issued fixes for all of these in one way or another, so great job by them. Rank system. Back then, we still had the point system. They've done it a lot better here. They have a new rework, kind of like the CSGO system, that I asked for, and basically it's very similar to that. There is still a ton of problems with ranked. They did take off the cap of 16 points, I think, if you win a game, but I don't think that really matters anymore. I'm not sure if that one's off, but you do trend faster to your MMR, kind of like with win streaks and stuff. Like you gain a lot more MMR points, but you do go up divisions and stuff based on your MMR more readily, and do not punish as severely for losses if MMR is much higher. I believe they fixed that as well. There was a lot of problems. There still is tons of problems with ranked, and honestly, from Psyonix's point of view, it's going to be really hard to find a perfect ranking system. No game really has a perfect system, and they keep trying to improve on it. They got rid of boosters. They did a bunch of other things, but I think this is one of those issues that I could say again in 2017, hey, let's take another look at ranked, see what we can do to change it up. But they did try and make a lot of fixes. They did implement a whole new system and made changes on it throughout the year. So let's just hope they keep trying to do that in 2017. Next up, DLC. So I wanted more DLC, more cars, maps, themes, yada yada. They did one better. They almost took out the DLC system that they had from 2015. 2015, they had basically DLC packs with items. Then they went to just like items were free, except they were rare or more rare or whatever. And then the cars you paid for, it was still the same price. So, like, I thought that was a better workaround. Like, technically, the cars were more expensive now, but the items were free for everyone. And that was kind of neat. And now we have crates, which in a way is more expensive items, but they still bring out free items as well throughout. But we did get, I think, 8 new cars in 2016, so it's almost one a month. We had, during, when they had the Collector's Edition, 4 new cars came from that alone. 2 throwbacks and then 2 new ones. They also had Batmobile, which was pretty cool as a cool car that everyone basically wanted. That was, I can't think of the word, like trademarked or whatever. So they got that car in there. Different style maps. This was my most wanted feature, and it still is to this day. But they added Rocket Labs. The day I found out that Rocket Labs was coming out, they were coming out with 3 maps at the time. I knew that was a game changer for this game. For me personally, I absolutely love different maps. I was so happy. That was my favorite update out of all the updates that came out in 2016. But they did add Cosmic into Rocket Labs. They did add SARP Utopia or Tropia. They haven't added Stadium. Everyone asked for it. They've played on it before. And then Dynamic Maps, they haven't done that either. Which is fine. Like, I could see, like, maybe, like, things moving around or buttons on walls to make different things happen. That would be really complex for the standard player. And also probably really hard to create as well. So I don't see that happening anytime soon. But I see Stadium coming in at some point. Even if it is just Rocket Labs, to just prove everyone, like, hey, the game, well, the map isn't that fun to play right now in Rocket League. Because that's what the devs mostly think. So maybe they'll throw it into Rocket Labs one day and we'll get to see it. I assume they will because everyone asks for it every single month on Reddit. It's always one of the top posts. But again, they did so much here, so much right in 2016, and just want them to expand on it further in 2017. Esports. Pretty sure they did some big things in esports in 2016. Psyonix LAN, one big one for NA and one for EU would be awesome. Well, we got even better where NA and EU battled it out on 2 LANs. One that was in North America, one that was located in Europe. I was fortunate enough to actually cast these, or at least be on the desk for these. So I got free trips out there. Like, I got paid to talk about Rocket League. It was phenomenal. And the RLCS is just going to get bigger and better. And 2016 was a great year for esports for Rocket League. It really put the game on the map, and let's try and keep it growing from here. Psyonix needs to get more involved, laying out some prize pool money for other orgs and doing it themselves would be great. RLCS, they did it. They did it for Rocket Royale. They did it for some college tournaments as well. I assume they're going to do it more in 2017, so look out for that. But they really did get involved. Tons of money, like, in the 2 seasons of RLCS. And then they also were helping out some other orgs like Rocket Royale, which was really big before the RLCS came in. And then, so these leagues, most of these leagues are not here anymore. ESL, it's grown a little bit. What I do like is in North America, at least, they took them down for a little while, and then they came back. And I think ESL is a great tournament for newcomers. RGN, I believe, is no more. MLG, they haven't come back, but they've been posting a lot of Rocket League videos. So who knows? Maybe they'll come back. IRCL, that's gone. That didn't even finish. And then RLC had a great Rocket Royale stint. We haven't heard much from them since. The new Gfinity's here or there, but Gfinity's another name that's been continuing to grow, adding more tournaments for even Xbox players as well at first, and now they have, like, I don't know, like 8 tournaments a week. Like, if you count NA plus Europe, it's insane. So, but we've seen other orgs come in, like PRL's been doing a great job. and other ones as well. But it's great to see that these orgs have a place here and can grow. And it's been going pretty well, I feel like, in 2016. And hopefully we'll just get bigger in 2017 once again. Next up, we had some suggestions in 2016 for some things that some of the fans wanted to see that I caught up on Twitter. Larson, new decals. We got those for default cars. Most of them in crates, though. So if you're not a crate guy, maybe like you feel a little bit burned about that. But they are there now. The black market decals are great because they work with every single car. That's awesome. Customizable... Wow, I cannot talk today. Decals from Night Trade. We don't have that. I don't see that coming now with crates because they want to keep them in-house, I would assume. But who knows? We have Steam Workshop now for different maps, so maybe one day we'll see that as well. Jake T, advertisements on banners. We don't have that, but they have been using advertisements for like RLCS at least, and they have been changing the banners for like World Champions and stuff like that, which is pretty neat. Team chat and lobby, we don't have that, but we do have a party chat. I really want the lobby system in Rocket League to get a complete overhaul when you're inside a game. Like, we need ready ups. We can't have this like, oh, one team joins and the other team has to join immediately. That needs a rework for sure in 2017. I hope we see it. Easy Pro Team and Tournament Tracking. We don't really have that, but we have the RLCS. So, and it's really hard to keep track of pro teams because they change all the time. And, like, that's usually a community-run thing. Psyonix can do a little bit of that, but they mostly track their RLCS. They needed to do a better job with that as well on their websites, but they're doing okay. That should get better, hopefully, in 2017. And SARP map variants and ranked, we did get that. Some people hate it, some people love it. We'll see. Then we got Gregan coming in, the RLCS caster over here from the desk. A new way to personalize your car, such as number plates, color variants for toppers, antennas like Mohawk and Heart. We do have colors now for toppers and for... what else is it for? I think it's... Oh, yeah, toppers and wheels. So we got some of what Gregan wants. No number plates. But who knows? Maybe we'll get more car customization. Maybe we'll finally get that bumper mustache that we all want. The Miguel, he wanted custom training. We got that just recently, which is awesome. In-game video editor, we don't have that. I don't know if that's needed, but we do have a pretty robust replay system for camera angles now. They did add a couple of new things in there. I didn't add that to like my changes because I don't remember exactly what was added into Spectator, but new levels, we did get some of that. We have like Arctagon in space, we have Aquadome under the sea, so we have stuff like that as well. Someone also says diverse maps added to ranked. Back then, when we had Wasteland was not even in ranked yet because they wanted to polish up the map first, I think, and to figure out if the community wanted it. We have diverse maps in ranked, but again, a lot of people, like, it's like 50-50 split probably of like who wants these maps, who doesn't. Lobby party chat. We do have party chat now. Customizable training. We have more weird maps and ranked. Katarina, you got what you wanted. All three of those in there, except for the lobby chat. But yeah, again, Psyonix coming through with what the fans want in 2016. They did great here. Then we had from Levette's better matchmaking and rank system. You could argue it's a little bit better, but I think it still needs some improvement. More focus on tourneys and making them easier to set up matches. Better servers. I think servers here or there have been better. They have been kind of going on the crap side a little bit lately. But and for like South America too, it's been a little rough for them. But I think servers overall have been good for me personally. More focus on tourneys. Well, we got the RLCS. Make it easier to set up matches. We don't really have that yet. Again, like a different robust lobby system would work there. Then Iguana, custom level editor, saved car setups, more ways to personalize your car in general. Team chat and main menu. We have team chat. We have kind of some new ways to personalize your car, just more decals really. It's not really there. Save car setups, we did get that. And custom level editor, we do have that with Steam Workshop now, but it's not too robust yet. I assume they'll expand on that in 2017 as well. All right. So this is what they added in 2016. This is what Psyonix has added to the game. All these things happened in 2016, like if you forgot some of them. But my most important was Rocket Labs. That was huge, adding a ton of new maps. We even got hoops, which I honestly love. Feel free to 1v1 me on Hoops any day of the week, except Mike Rules. I will not 1v1 him again on Hoops, but we got Hoops. We even got Rumble, a power-up mode that's a ton of fun. That changes, like, that playlist is still really popular now, and it's just so much fun to play with friends in Rumble. It's a great party mode, and those are huge additions to the game with all new maps and a brand new mode. Hopefully we get some more of that through 2017, maybe another brand new mode and some more maps, obviously. Non-standard maps are in ranked. Wasteland came in, Neo Tokyo, and Arctagon. All three are in there. Some people like them, some people hate them. I personally like players having to learn the new maps in ranked, so I'm happy about it. Then we got new items, the rare items, the very rare items. Then we got crates, we got keys, all big additions here. Before, the only new items we had were from the 2 DLCs. That's it. That's the only way that you got new items. And then we got rank changes. We had they added tiers. Then they added divisions. For some reason, I put certified and painted here. That should be under crates, keys, and item rarity. But whatever. Certified rank changes. Let's go. Then we got the Xbox One launch. Like, that came out this year. We had 8 new cars. We had hitbox adjustments, which is really cool because now most cars are starting to feel more like Octane or Dominus, and I think that's a good thing to not make the cars too different. So I'm happy about that. Then you can name your replays, which you couldn't do back in 2015, and you can autosave your replays during the game, which is both great features for the replay editor, but the replay editor definitely needs work. That's one of the big things that I want to see change in 2017. Then we got car presets. We had more colors. Now you can be green on the blue side and just more colors in general. And arena preferences. So if you want to try and avoid Wasteland, Neo Tokyo, or Octagon, you can dislike 2 of them. So you might get them a little bit less. Then we got custom training. Everyone was wanting that. Thanks to the mod scene for creating it at first and probably putting a fire under Psyonix to make like an official one. So that came out. That'll probably get better in 2017. Steam Workshop, that's going to get better in 2017. Both those just came out. And of course, the RLCS. Hell, I have a new career because of the RLCS. My life has completely changed because of the RLCS. It's been the most fun I've had ever, and it's been a blast watching these teams compete, and everyone watching we had like 87,000 for the first finals, we had like 66,000 for the second finals, and that was at like a weirder time too, and like it's been crazy how big the RLCS has gotten, and honestly 2017, like I'm pushing for it to just get bigger and better. Same with myself. Like, I want to improve throughout 2017 to make it better for you guys for the RLCS. But thank you guys so much for watching that and competing in it as well. So many teams coming out for that. So huge additions here. But now we got Rocket League 2017. Suggestions for more awesome stuff. Because 2016, that was a fantastic year. Sure, we always want more. But that was a pretty damn good year by Psyonix. Let's see what we want in 2017. So this is what I want. RLCS expansion. More regions involved would be amazing. Like, even if they only pluck like 1 team from Asia, 1 team from Oceania, 1 team from South America, 1 team from the Middle East. Like, add 4 more teams for the land would be absolutely insane. And I hope we start seeing that this year. It would be so much fun. Like, if we could start seeing how these regions compete. Plus, we'd get that huge underdog story of like, all right, this team's not supposed to win anything. They come out, maybe they beat Flipside in a best of 3, like in the group stage, and everyone goes crazy. So that'd be a lot of fun. Crate money's going to be coming in hot as well, so I assume that'll help the expansion, and it'll also get these players paid, so that should be really, really good. And then amateur leagues would be awesome, so the teams that make the RLCS, maybe there's other amateur leagues going on at the same time, or Psyonix like starts pumping more money back into some of the smaller orgs again, and trying to get them up. And maybe you don't let the RLCS teams compete if it's during the RLCS season, so we start getting some more amateur play in and start spreading money even more around. Would be a lot of fun. Then ranked seasons. There's a lot that needs to be fixed for ranked. It's probably the toughest job that Psyonix has, but shorter ranked seasons would be one way to go about it. Seasons seem way too drawn out right now. I would rather just start all over again, like a lot quicker. At most 3 months. Honestly, like a monthly one would be kind of neat, but that's probably a little too much for them. But like every 3 months, if it went along with the actual seasons of the year, why not just do it that way? And then maybe we do a whole nother overhaul where some other new rank system comes out where they're trying to fix it, or they just tweak it some more, one or the other. Just keep trying to tweak ranked is all I really want from 2017, and hopefully they do it. It's really, really tough, though. Like, that's the hardest thing for them, for sure. Throw more craziness in Rocket Labs. It doesn't even have to be in a playlist. I would love for the Rocket Labs playlist to come back, and when they test a map, even if they don't think it's that fun, throw it into Rocket Labs. People can like or dislike maps where they want, and then eventually, like, you can weed them out of the playlist. If they get some stats on their likes and dislikes in Rocket Labs for those players, they can start weeding maps out or start changing them up a little bit. They made changes to Cosmic and Octagon just became a new map. Neo Tokyo got changes between it going public and when it was in Rocket Labs. So I would just throw in, like, Psyonix, just throw Stadium in there. Why don't you let us decide if it's fun or not, or the entire community, and we'll see, you know? Like, sure, you guys say it's not that much fun, but you could be wrong. It's possible. So I would love to just see more weird ideas just thrown into Rocket Labs. I love the skin system of Rocket Labs because it's so generic, basically, that they can probably pump out maps a little bit quicker. I was hoping when Rocket Labs came out, we would get maybe a few more maps in 2016. I hope we start seeing more in 2017. I don't know how easy it is. It could be a lot harder than... well, for sure it's a lot harder than what I'm saying, but I would just love to see some more Rocket Lab stuff. But it seems like a lot of people are pushing away from Rocket Lab, so I could understand why they might not go as hard into Rocket Labs, but it would be nice for me personally. And then more fun game modes. It'd be a lot of fun if they started adding more, like one that I've talked about with casters, or probably on here once in a while, was it'd be cool if there was like a breakout type mode, like the one with the ball and the paddle and you smack bricks. Maybe the goal has 6 different bricks in it, and once you hit the brick twice, that brick is gone, and then you can finally score in that corner. And maybe you play to 1, and you only play up to 1 goal, and whoever scores wins. That'd be kind of neat. Like, you would probably need like a cooldown system of, like, you can't hit the same exact corner, or like you can't hit the goal more than once every 5 seconds or something, to like change it up from someone just like doing a pinch off the goal and like it just going in. Like, that'd be kind of neat. But just more like fun modes like that would be cool. And then maybe make that into a playlist with Rumble, where it's like, all right, this week's Rumble, next week's gonna be the breakout mode, week after that is hoops. That'd be pretty neat. But we'll see what they do. They have said they don't want a ton of playlists, but then Snow Day and hoops are still around because certain people only play those modes now. So maybe just start adding these modes. It might be harder to find matches, or they won't be as fair, but I don't know. It's a tough call, I guess. So we'll see what they do. But I would love to see some more fun modes. And, yeah. Honestly, I don't have too many changes for 2017 because they fucking killed it in 2016. And I expect them to do the same here. So I just want a little bit here or there. Like, I'm not asking as much as I feel like I did last time. But hopefully we get some of these. Next up, Twitter suggestions again from you guys. So I actually put this out pretty quickly. And then I wanted to make this video tonight, so I didn't get as many responses as I was hoping. But Nick Amato, I don't know if Sonic Studios can do this, but I would like to be able to chat with or party up with PC players. It would be amazing if Sonic could find a way to break down that wall of PC to PS4, PC to Xbox, and most importantly, PS4 to Xbox. It would be amazing. Now, obviously, a lot of that is not in their control. A lot of that is from the other companies, like Valve, Sony, and Microsoft. But it'd be awesome if those walls got broken down. It's not necessarily up to Psyonix, but that would be amazing. And then Sven here says, a new game mode called Quidditch, where the floor is air vents that keep everyone floating, and infinite boost, maybe. So, this is what I'm talking about. Just new fun modes. Maybe try one out. Some of this might be really hard to build, and they might not want to build just like a fluky game mode, because if it's gone after a week or so. But it'd be really cool, like if we started seeing some more experimentation in the Rocket Labs playlist, at least. And then he also says, hey, why not a giant map where you play 5-on-5 with extra boosts and such, about 1.5 the size of Octagon. Personally, I think that wouldn't work too well with a lot of players because they ball chase a lot. But again, something different. 5v5 might be hard to code because they have it for 4v4 and then lag starts becoming more of a problem. But again, just like ideas of some new stuff. And I assume Psyonix has some stuff cooking that we just don't know about. So it'd be cool to see what they come up with in 2017. Then F dude, take out Neo Tokyo, make Rocket Labs a separate queue, please. So this one is like, some people like the map, some people don't. I think Psyonix might have to make a call at some point of like, do we include these maps, do we not? It seems like Psyonix is leaning towards we want varied maps in ranked, but who knows? Maybe in 2017 they pull back on that. Personally, I love varied maps. I don't want to see them go, but I think that's what they're trying to do with the like and dislike system. Maybe eventually we have a veto system instead. So we'll see. South, he just wants Season 4. He wants Season 3 to end. A lot of us do, South. We feel your pain. Then Ice says, in-game tournaments, 4 wins to get the prize, 2 tournaments. One is crates as prizes, the other one keys, 3v3, of course. So he just wants tournaments in-game. Maybe you play for crates. Like, if you win, then you get some crates. Hopefully, they have it so it's like, there's a Grand Champion only tournament. Maybe you win more crates there or something like that. That'd be really cool. Or you win some keys. That'd be amazing if they could do that, but we'll see if anything like that comes in 2017. Who knows? Maybe they replace ranked entirely, throw just tournaments in or something. I doubt they would ever do that, but who knows? But I just want to see them kind of play around with some more esports-related stuff inside the game would be awesome. And then you could have like your prospect leagues there and stuff like that would be kind of neat. It might be hard to schedule around for players, but if you just have like a live tournament, like this one starts at 8, you have to be there. Maybe that would work, and that'd be a lot of fun. But we'll see. Going into 2017, I am stoked for 2017 for Rocket League because they killed it in 2016. I expect them to do the same. I hope you guys have a great new year. Don't drink and drive. Have fun. Kiss that girl that you always wanted to. Just, you know, just go to the party. Just, you know, just do it. Just go for it. Who cares? It's a new year, 2017. 2016 was an awesome year for me. Awesome year for Rocket League. I hope it was an awesome year for you guys. Hopefully 2017 is 20 times better. We'll see you next time, guys. Later.